So tell me if you can relate. I'm not a fan of drama, but I will tell you these past couple months. whew. So it all started with emergency gallbladder surgery, which landed me a couple days in the hospital. Fun times. And then there were the home renovations that went way over budget. It started with a flood in our garage, and that led to remediation work. And then French drains that had to be installed so we could reroute the water so the garage wouldn't keep flooding. And then a rat died underneath our house. And when the critter control company came, they discovered a rat army was traveling across our attic. So that was a whole nother issue. And we had to clean out not only our attic, but underneath our house. And then there was the window replacement refurbishment process with all of our windows and the siding replacement. Now, the fun fact about the siding is that when they pulled it off, they realized that we had no insulation. So that was another expense. And oh, by the way, when they were pounding in the new siding, it caused our bathroom tiles to fall inside of our tub and shatter everywhere. Also, I failed to mention we have been living and working in our house during all of this construction. And a couple weeks ago, my husband ended up in the ER with kidney stones, an infection, and sepsis. More fun in the hospital. And while that was happening, my car ended up having multiple thousands of dollars worth of repairs. So, oh, did I mention that we have been working in the midst of this construction? So you might be thinking, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And you might not be able to relate to those specific examples that I shared with you, but I can bet that your life at times may have felt as crazy. So maybe at work you're experiencing layoffs, which then is causing you to do the job of multiple people. And possibly you're in the midst of trying to rebuild that company culture, which can be challenging when you're laying off people, and especially after COVID. And then there's the changes in technology and benefits and regulations, and not to mention conflict resolution, and throw in some family drama and some illness on top of it. And bam, yeah, lots and lots of drama. So I will share that, in the past, I dealt with these situations by binge eating sweets and processed carbs, drinking excessive caffeine and alcohol, and skipping exercise because I just, couldn't deal with that. And staying up late, binge watching shows, and not getting adequate sleep, which then caused me to rely on caffeine in order to function. So, are you relating to any of these coping tools? I would love to hear from you. Which of those tools have you done in the past? So, I still eat sweets, processed carbs. I drink caffeine and alcohol, but I do it in moderation. And I now use mental fitness techniques to keep me grounded by managing my stress and other negative emotions that drive me to react in unhealthy ways. So, I want to spend a couple minutes and share with you how you can use mental fitness techniques to help you manage those negative emotions. So, first, you can engage your sense of sight. And I want you to look at something intently. And maybe it's myself or something else that you are seeing in your immediate environment. And I want you to stare at it as if you have never seen it before and notice colors, shapes, textures, maybe a reflection in the surface. Next, I want you to focus on something that you can touch. So touch something that is in front of you. Maybe it's a water jug, or it could be something like rubbing two fingertips together, just with such intention that you feel the fingertip ridges of your fingers. Are they dry? Are they smooth? What's the temperature of your fingertips? Next, it could be sound. It could be somebody talking or some kind of sound in another room, or it could be a car passing by. It could be the tone and inflection of my voice, Or if you're in a really quiet space, it could be the sound of your breath. Next, it could be something that you could smell. Maybe it's the aroma of a wonderful cup of coffee, but something that you can smell. Now, these only take about 10 to 15 seconds to do, but what they do is they quiet those negative emotions so that you can shift to a positive mindset and are more likely to make better choices. So, which of these mental fitness techniques would you use or that have you used in the past? So, I want to thank you for engaging. I hope you found this helpful. And if you are stressed and overwhelmed and are responding with some of those coping skills that I shared with you, I invite you to schedule a complimentary discovery call with me. I'd love to help you replace that sabotaging behavior with positive actions that can promote your health and well being.